Hi, this is Joyce at Joyce Meyer Junk Journals. I want to show you something really fun that I've been doing for the past couple days. I have a little bath over here of water. My first batch of water was straight up avocado skins and pits. And I used water in a large stock pot, maybe a couple inches above the the pieces that I had been drying for months. I had cleaned them really well, and so they were ready for the bath. I boiled them and then quickly reduced them to simmer for about an hour. And then I have a strainer that I use for quinoa, and I strained it, put it in this pan over here. And then last week I found this, they're placemats. They're about that big. They're looking like maybe, I don't know how long ago, but do you see what's happening here? There's some that's not ready, but it's almost ready. It's like a vinyl. It's probably plastic, but I purchased some recently, and the holes are filled in with clear plastic. So these just happened to be hanging all together, and there were 4 of them, and it's totally see-through in the holes. Totally not just see-through, but open. All right, so now I'm going to tell you in a minute how I got that color. But this is what I got. This is just the straight paper. I think this is a 32-pound weight. And this is what the index cards look like. I have a whole stack of those over here. Look at how nice those turned out. And I also still have the lines from the index cards. You can faintly see that. And both sides have the design. My fingers, excuse them, they are full of avocado dye. So I'm learning. I should have worn the gloves, but I did today, but not yesterday. So these are beautiful pink papers that I got. I laid these little scraps down that I had from 12 by 12s. You know how you get those refills for scrapbooks? I like to buy for the plastic, I like to buy those when I see them for $1 or something. And then I usually use the plastic for something else, and also get that nice heavy paper that's white. But see these are for some of the first sheets that came out. I'm trying to find the really dark. Look at that. And there's that one. That's my favorite, I think. But anyway, they all came out differently. The backs also, if you can tell, the backs are well, this one's not as much because it's a heavier, this is a thinner paper. But they turned out really nice. I just can't even believe it. And I love this part, like a huge sunflower. I am loving those, any flower with the center like that, and it looks like it bursts open. Then here are just plain papers. They have some bubbles on them. I just left it. This just happened to get some of the unstrained pieces. Okay, so what I did was the pieces were in there, and it was the last part of that particular batch. And I laid all the skins and all the pits right on the paper and just let it dry overnight. And that's what those 2 are from. So that's the parts. That's not a strained bath. It's not the water. This is, look at that, how it turned blotchy on the other side. Polka dots almost, but large droplets. I love that. And here's the big pieces I wanted to show you. That's what I did. Look at the designs. Very, very fun. So that's what I have there. And then this is some of the fun paper that I make. I like to wad up when I'm making or dyeing paper, even if I have scrapbook paper. It's fun to do this and wet it. This is great to make these paper flowers, maybe. Just tear them carefully. All right, so what I did today was I took 9 drops of blue food coloring and added it to see what color I would get. And I ended up not using the stencil on this batch, and I got that brown. I was shooting for something to use in my coffee theme journal that I'm going to be making. So I've got those, because having that color brown is, I mean, that side's like got the green coming through and some red as the colors separated. And then look at this. I mean, these are absolutely amazing. Look at that. They're so pretty. And the other side has green. I mean, it could be one or the other. How does this happen? I don't know. It's got blue, really. I see the blue. All right. And then I have, let me go over here, grab some other ones. All right. Ta-da. Isn't that something? It's green. You know how I got that? I added yellow. I put 9 drops of yellow after I got to a certain level. And then I haven't done anything else. I find that the lines are not there. Huh. The lines are not there. I don't know. Which is fine, right? But look at that. I mean, you can use, when you fold it, put it in a journal, you'll see both sides. I just can't, oh my goodness. Okay, so, whoa. I've got a whole bunch of papers in here. They've been soaking. They're probably going to tear, but I wanted to just leave a batch. So what if they tear? I can still use them. So let's reveal this one. This is, okay, so what I do is I have holes in my table. Actually, do you see a pattern there? I could, if I didn't care about the mess, I could make paper with that design, couldn't I? Okay, but anyway, we're going to see. This has been sitting here for a while. I have to leave these sit until it's more or less dry. If you go too early, you lose the crispness. And these have been out here a while. They're still wet, but I think I can pull that off of here. What do you think? I used the back of my cookie sheet because I can add pages to the edges. I just didn't, I got a little tired of doing this today. I was babysitting till just a few minutes ago. And she thought it was fun. If a 3-year-old likes it, I'm sure it's a winner, right? See, it's like pink. And the other side. Oh my goodness. It's just so pretty. Do you want to see another one? Let me put this over here. Let's see what this one looks like. And that one's done. See how I put the other piece at the top? Now here's one that I'm just doing without anything and no design. I'm sure it'll have those little bubbles in it, but that is fine with me because that's leading to something interesting. All right, so that's, now do you see how the top piece is more pink? This is the paper, and this, you know, just flat 8.5 by 11. This is the 8.5 by 11 folded. So see, we're going to get that in the middle. And what's on the other side? See, it's kind of muted. Okay, so that's that one. Move this over. And we have another one. And that's just going to be another piece. If you make paper folded like that, it's called mamagami. I don't know what they call it when you wad it up and let it dry. Like that. Oh, that has like black in the, that's beautiful. The background is black. I was hoping for some black, to be honest, because I have this one. I'm gonna trade out. See, this isn't ready to open yet. It's still damp. And that's just gonna be a bunch of bad pieces because I was playing with that. It's very wet. So there's some index cards. Are you ready? Oops, I made you wiggle, sorry. Oh, I just love these. I just love these. Okay, so then these have to all really dry, and then I'll sit something on them and make them flatter. Let's see if we have any lines on the back. Not really. So that darkness looks too much like the lines themselves. This still needs to dry. Oh my goodness. So I wonder what these are gonna look like. But I wanted to tell you that when I get these all dry and I go through my craft room, you can look on my craft room video and see that I might have to clean out. I have too much stuff. So I'm gonna have a drawing over at Joyce Meyer Junk Journals, and I'm gonna pick 5 people, and I'm gonna send you some of these cards, some of these papers, and then I'm gonna put ribbon, and I'm gonna do things from fall, maybe Christmas, 4th of July, you know, just all the different holidays, and throw in tags, and you know, I might make a couple things, but I just want to get it to you soon. So does that sound like something fun? Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I would appreciate it if you would share it out. Okay, so I'm gonna be, as soon as I get my kits together, I'll be posting a video and tell everybody. There'll be a word to say, I guess, in the comment section, and I'll tell you how to do that. So I think that'll be way fun, and thank you very much for watching today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.